Good morning everyone, and I'm standing outside Olympic City, and also I'm standing outside Olympic MTR station on the Tung Chung line. Olympic Station was named in the honour of some Hong Kong Olympians who won gold medals at the 1996 Atlanta Games. All these new developments have been built on reclaimed land from the sea. Even these sky-high apartment blocks. When I first started to come down to Tai Kok Tsui, this area here was just the seafront. It was all water, and if you just look straight over, the waterfront is just over the road and just over the rail line. You can see the cranes of the dredgers, and you can see another bit of reclaimed land down there, which is West Kowloon, and you can see the ICC building. Actually, this area was never going to be called Olympic. When it was in the planning stage, it was known by its historical name of this area, which is Tai Kok Tsui. And that's what we're going to do today. We're not going to visit these new buildings, we're going to go and visit the old historical part of Tai Kok Tsui, the much more interesting part. I'm Essex Dave, I'm under the palm trees. If it's your first time to my channel, please consider to subscribe, smash that like button and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. This is Tai Kok Tsui Road here. It's one of the older parts of Tai Kok Tsui, and as you can see here, we've got the old tenement style building. Right next door we've got the skyscraper, and behind that we've got the HSBC back office. So this area is undergoing massive revitalisation and regeneration. So I'm going to go over the road and start exploring around the back streets and see what interesting things I can find. This is a really good example of a traditional tenement building in this area. It's one of the bigger ones that I've seen. And if we get a bit closer, actually being propped up at the basement. That's why they are targeting these old buildings for regeneration, redevelopment. They just don't know how much longer they can stand up for. This one is a bit more unusual, something I haven't really seen before. If we pan up, you can see it's got some real kind of sexy curves. And like many other areas, the rents in the bottom of these buildings are reasonable. I wouldn't say low, they're reasonable, and they tend to attract some trendy little cafes, restaurants, sandwich bars, that kind of thing. Great for all the people living in the new buildings that's around here. And right opposite the road is the HSBC brand new building. This is actually the back office of HSBC Bank, and it's got some rather nice dare I say it, Art Deco influenced feet. They've also got some nice replicas of the lions that sit outside the main building in Central. There's one pair, there's one on this side. Nice columns. The other one on the other side. Lots of repairs going on. I think it's a good time to document, record all these kind of buildings because they are disappearing fast. Just like here, for example. Here's a totally empty site ready for development. It obviously contained a really old tenement building. In 2 years' time there'll be a new high-rise. This is a good example. You're going to go from a building like this to a building like this. In 2.5 years. And this is the office of one of the main redevelopers. Their job, I think they're called Tin Sun, their job is to approach landlords in this area who want to sell and then try to buy out their properties. Just look at this, for example. The green and the blue netting is of a new development going up. Right next door there's another new one, and then an old one, and then new, and another new next to that, and another old one. So this whole street has been redeveloped. This street here is Ivy Street, and it's one of the ones that seems to have been bypassed by developers. The reason may be that there is so many blocks with the same decoration, outside decoration I mean, that it may be difficult to buy everybody out. One of the more alive and vibrant streets. It's got a McDonald's, a Manning's, a 7-Eleven, some kind of Korean food and a jockey club. And this street full of some really interesting, colourful buildings, almost like a rainbow street. Just going to have a wander around the street. Very attracted by all the colours. If you're in the area, here's another thing not to be missed. Nelson Street Wet Market. You've also got the added bonus of some very nice old buildings and some brand new buildings. Fortis Hotel, Langham Hotel. It's a very local, very traditional market. Prices are cheap, especially at this time of night, just before dinner time. Fresh fish, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. This area here, seafood speciality. More great seafood. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, share it, comment below, and as always, I will see you later.